Hello guys, my name is Mr. Millsy and welcome to my top 5 assault rifles in Call of Duty history. And we'll start with number 5 with the M4. This gun's power is absolutely ridiculous. I had so much fun playing this, using this weapon on Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. But if I did have to choose one or the other, I would choose possibly the Modern Warfare 2 one. It was a lot more powerful. I know the gameplay is Modern Warfare 3, but if you try and get a gameplay on Modern Warfare 2 these days, it's just noob tubes and hack lobbies. So that's why we've got the Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, but the weapon on Modern Warfare 3 is still just as good. To get this top 5 list, I had to grind so much just to get the weapons, because I had to try out every single weapon, see which was best, see what's underrated and shit. But I thought, see what's underrated. I'll save the underrated for next time, because I could do a top 5 underrated weapons for Call of Duty, stuff like that. Yeah, this top 5 list is I'm preferably going to try and keep this going for a long time. But yeah, for this top 5 weapons at the moment, I did originally have 10-15 guns that I wanted to put into this. It took so long to put it down to 5, but I'm glad I actually got it down to 5. But yeah, back to number 4, we have got the ACR on Modern Warfare 3 preferably, because Modern Warfare 2 version was good, but it wasn't this good. This is the most this and the MP7, but the MP7 is obviously a submachine gun. But yeah, this is possibly, in fact, this is the most overpowered gun on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Anyone that has played Modern Warfare 3 will know. This is the gun to use if you're wanting to get gameplays, get kills, just shit like that. You stick a silencer on it, you stick stalker on, you've got a weapon sorted, weapon class. You don't need anything else. Just stick stalker, silencer, scavenger. That's all you need. You don't even need a secondary perk. It's just as good. Accuracy is amazing. Its power, well, I'll let that speak for itself. But accuracy is amazing, damage output is amazing, the range is great, and also the fire rate is pretty high. If you look at the stats in the game, I was originally going to put them in, you'll see on the number 1 clip. I've put them in on the number 1 clip for the stats, but yeah, trying to find the stats for every gun on on Google, just trying to get the image. Just Google where, the actual stats itself, it's impossible to come up with them. But yeah, the fire rate on this gun is very similar to the MP7 as well, which is quite outstanding. Yes, back to number 3, we have the Scar from Modern Warfare 3. I remember using this gun so many times, and every time I've used this gun, I have had a gameplay. It is amazing. The gun is just so accurate. It's a beautiful weapon to use. Again, if you stick stalker on any class of Modern Warfare 3, you're gonna get kills either way. But the fact that this weapon is overpowered, I wouldn't say overpowered as much as the ACR, but it's higher up in my top 5 list, because this isn't top 5 or everyone votes this weapon and shit like that, but this is personal preference top 5 lists. I'm not going to be doing anything else until this actually kicks off big time, but I don't actually see that happening. I'm just going to do my personal preference top 5 lists. So yeah, if your top 5 weapon's not in here, make sure you put it into the comments. I'll have a look at it, and maybe we can both agree on it, see what happens, and maybe you even comment for the next episode, see which one I'm going to be doing next. I don't preferably want to do guns next. I want to go for weapon, then then something else, for example a map, top 5 maps, top 5 worst maps, do a positive and a negative the week after, positive and then a negative week after. But weapon number 2 is actually the Remington from Call of Duty Ghost. A lot of people didn't this is probably one of the most underrated weapons in the game. I know a lot of people have started using it now, but even I've only just started using it recently, after I got told to use it. And preferably, one of my favourite weapons, in fact, is the most powerful assault rifle on Call of Duty Ghost. Like, if Call of Duty Ghost had like health from Modern Warfare 2, I don't think the weapons I would have a top 5 like weapon from like Call of Duty Ghost list, because I know that the health system's really bad anyway. But the fact that it's ferocious, this weapon. It's got accuracy, it's got damage, it's got a fire rate, it has got range, it's got everything that you need for an overpowered weapon, like a favourite weapon. That's why it's in my top 5. It is why it's number 2 in my personal preference again. But yeah, this gun, like, if people start looking, like, if people have actually seen my recent gameplays, you will notice. In fact, this is a clip from one of my recent gameplays. But yeah, people will start to notice that I'm using the Remington a lot more instead of the AK-12. Did use the AK-12 a lot, don't get me wrong, but yeah, ever since I started using the Remington, I've been getting better gameplays, better clips, better stuff like that. But the only downside to this weapon is the fact it needs E-mags, but I don't really want to have to run 3 attachments because I want my silencer, I want my red dot and E-mags. But number 1, you guys all knew this was coming. If it wasn't in the previous like top 4, it's gotta be here. The Famas from Modern Warfare 2. I don't even need to go into how powerful this one is. 9 out of 10 times this is a one-shot kill from any range, and that is like I can't explain how powerful this gun is. Anything from the waist upwards is a one-shot kill 90% of the time. Anything from the leg, I believe, was 70% chance in killing. It's a one-shot. It is still a pretty high like chance to kill. But yeah, on Modern Warfare 2, like, when I wasn't playing as my support player, like, because this is a weapon my assault player and rushing player would use, this gun just tears. And look at that, just look at that. You can imagine the damage you can cause in a GB match with this, because the one thing they did not do back on Modern Warfare 2 was ban most weapons, like assault rifles and stuff. Assault rifles were assault rifles were alright to use on Modern Warfare 2, that's the thing. But that's why this one is number 1, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Make sure you do drop a like, make sure you comment, put suggestions in the comments if you want, and if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button, it helps out a lot. I have been Mr. Millsy, thanks for watching.